Hello, welcome back to the channel, the Narrowboat restoration. Yes, leaky but whole. Well, we're not leaky anymore. Where are we today? Well, we've been out for a few days actually. We're on the Trent Mersey Canal down near Swoxton. Absolutely fabulous weather. So let's show you what we've been up to. So the last video was the central heating video. Right, I haven't really got any work done yet on the boxing in, simply because we wanted to run it a few times just to double check, make sure there's no leaks before it all starts getting locked away. It's the shower. We've had a test run of the shower and the gulper pump's absolutely fine, but we have noticed the water will just leak off here, which is added to the problem. And what we should have, and what should be fitted to this, is what they call a, well, the internet tells me it is a wet room barrier, and it's like a 1 or 2 centimetre rubber bump, and that's going to be just stuck down on there, and that just keeps the water inside because the gulper pump is at the other end. But everything else is working really well. Yes, toilet works absolutely fine. Sink basin, yeah, we're all good there. So I'll show you the electric box. Done quite a bit of work in the electric box. We've had the ceiling down. That's going to be tidied up because the old solar cables have come out and the new ones have gone in. And this is also the television. It's going to be the satellite and the television aerial cable. So we just changed them over manually in here. But we've now got the solar installed. I didn't record this. It's simple enough. It's just 2 wires in and 2 wires out. But we've showed you all the mounting. But anyway, that is working. That is excellent. So we've still got a few things to deal with. It's a 50 amp MPPT. So the maximum it's going to put out is 50 amp. The cable's 70 amp. The fuse is 60 amp. So the connection to the batteries are well in hand of what that can put out. But look at this, is a fuse holder. Look, we're gonna have to get some shrink tube over them because they are live, aren't they? And if you're in here with a screwdriver or something and you touch that and the bus bar at the same time, negative, you're gonna go bang. We've also put this in. This is the Victron BMV rather 712. It's the smart battery monitor, and that links to my phone as well. They are excellent. Also, we've put in we've used a dead circuit at the moment. Forgot what that was for, but it's something we're not using now. But yeah, it is quite a good cable, that. So I've just temporarily at the moment we just put a 12-volt socket in there for that type, because there isn't one of them on the boat, and that is for charging up the EcoFlow if we don't want to put the inverter on. We've not got the new inverter in yet, and this thing is a fucking dustbin if I'm honest, but there you go. So yeah, quite a bit in the electrics. We've still got one circuit to put in as well. This is for the television and media. Yes, we've got a TV. I've turned the sound down. It's a YouTube copyright. It's a 32-inch cello, 12 volt. There's my Wi-Fi router at 12 volts, and I've also got a mini computer and game system, like emulating old school games and things like that. Use it as a media center. That's 19 volt, but I've got a 12 to 19 converter. So they're going to be wired into that circuit, that free circuit that I showed you there. They're going to be on the wall here. The cable's got to come behind. So all of the 12 volts in, ready to power the feed. And the antenna cable is all there. The Wi-Fi router cables are in. They come through the bedroom. That was done weeks ago. So we're going to be working in the bedroom today. Yeah, it says me underbed storage for my fishing stuff. It's just full of tools and decorating stuff at the moment. But yeah, all part of the plan. Yeah, so we're going to work in on the gunnels, the underneath of the gunnels. You can see there's underneath them. They're not very good. And I don't know what they've done. I don't know, but we're just going to go over them. So what I'm planning to do, I've got to put some pine strip wood that's going to support it here, possibly even put a support behind the I'm using hardboard, so we're going to put a support behind. Hardboard will go across. This is an angle gauge set to 93 degrees to account for the 87 tumble down. That's the angle that we want. So where my finger's poking through there, that line across there is square to the floor, not square to the walls, because we've got a tumble down. I'm going to put a hockey stick bead over there. That'll go across, be dead vertical, dead horizontal rather, and then we're going to have a pine strip underneath that will pin it against the supports. So that's what the intention is, and if this works out well in here, we're going to do it all the way through the boat. So I've got all of this side to do. This is what they've done it with. This one's actually fell down, but what's that? Is it like 8mm chipboard or something? Yeah, that's no good, is it? So yeah, so we've got all the way to the kitchen there, and then from that corner there, all the way behind the fireplace. So let's go and have a look outside. Yeah, we've got some stuff going on outside. There's the wife. She's reproofing on the pram cover. It came up really well, as I showed you. Yeah, we're going to do a bit better of that on there. So we're going to do the entire pram cover. Well, wife is. Here's the solar brackets. I showed you putting them up. They are wired in now. And very fortunately, the old holes for the old solar are going to be completely covered by this panel. So we're never going to have to worry about any water ingress, are we? So this is the solar input, and that's got to be EcoFlow down yet. That one over there, that is for the satellite dish. Satellite dish mount is here. It's just an aluminium plate. A little bit of EcoFlow under each corner. A few washers to hold it up because it's right on the curve there. And it is a flat base, but yeah, the satellite dish goes on there, built-in sat finder with it as well. So yeah, it's quite good. It's free electricity for us these last couple of days. It's been a little bit of a revelation, if I'm honest, because the weather's been fabulous. Gets to about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you can switch the inverter on and charge stuff up and everything, and the solar just replenishes the battery. It's more or less free electricity. So yeah, we're really good. So right, I'm going to crack on with the Gunnels now, give you an update. So I cut some of these last week. This was it was just some plain all round strip wood, but one side of that side there, that has got, that's 83-degree cut, and the idea is I use quite a lot of these because this is 83, no sorry, 83 is for the top one, bottom one, 87. So we've cut that against, that's touching the wall now, the same angle, and then down to that line there, which the hardboard's going to rest against, and that there is a plumb vertical surface to the floor, because I want everything to be square, rather than as the boat was before. Everything followed the tumble downs and it looked awful. It made your eyes go funny. So you're not going to see this. We'll get it in position, bring you back and show you what it looks like, what I've got in mind anyway. So this is what I'm visualising. It's taped together at the moment because the nail gun does not work off the 240 via the inverter. It doesn't work off the EcoFlow, and it doesn't work off the generator. I knew this beforehand. So yeah, so the going to be pinned obviously with some brads, which I need the nail gun for. But yeah, we're going to have the strip wood under there. It's going to trap it against that block I showed you. It's behind there. We've got 3 of those. What's that, about 2 metre length? Yeah, that's hardboard, shiny side out. You pin that, and then this is hockey stick moulding. Has that little lip on the edge, if you can see, but that covers the joint. Yeah, so I think that's going to look nice and tidy when that is when that's been painted up. So I've got to complete this room at least. So that's 2 sides of that. I'm finding the hardboard, I'm using a jigsaw rather than a track saw or anything like that. Track saw uses too much power for when you're going off an EcoFlow, but I'm just using the jigsaw. I'm using the really tiny teeth, the steel, high-speed steel blades for cutting steel. Yeah, no tear out or anything, giving a much smoother edge. So yeah, hardboard, it's not good for much, but it's good in this application and easy to cut. So. Right, let's have a quick look of what we've done. I'm going to wrap this one up. So the solar is functional. I've got to get some one of them coil wrap things just to tidy up the cables. Yeah, I've got to give them a little bit of a tidy up. Also got underneath there, you can't quite see it, you've got the blue cable for the satellite dish. Satellite dish mounts onto this. We're also getting a new max view TV aerial as well. and I'm going to adapt the end of the cable so that they both share the same cable that's going through the roof down into the electric box where the cable emerges. It's joined then onto another cable here. This is the satellite dish and the TV aerial one, so I can just swap the connection. So normally I would expect we're going to be on TV aerial getting digital signals, but if ever we're in a dead spot, as long as we've got a line of the satellite, we'll be able to get TV. And all said and done, we don't even watch TV. We're not live TV anyway, we're mainly streamers, but there you go. While I've been away, we've also all of the Gunnel caps in the bathroom, both sides of the bedroom. We've knocked up this little extension to this IKEA wardrobe. We've just extended it out, so we've got more shelving options. Gulper pump, that's recessed in because we've got a door to put on there. Just need some cup hinges, like your cabinet hinges, your cupboard hinges, your kitchen cabinets. That's going to be my test, my trial run. I've got the Craig cup hinge jig, so that's going to be my trial of that before we put all the new kitchen fronts on. The wife's done the canopy, the pram hood, there's the last bit just drying. That has come up fantastic. Yeah, really, it's in good condition. There's no damage to it, so it's all been cleaned, jet washed, the algae cleaner, and UV and waterproof, all done. There's Mr. Barbie. He's absolutely loved it these few days away. He has, yeah. He's really enjoyed just being out in the sun, and he's getting better. He's certainly not a nasty dog, but he does bark. He likes to say hello to everybody, and all the dogs stress him a little bit, but you get a little mooring like this when you've got a little bit of land back from the towpath, and he's just been chilling out here, scratching at the door 5 o'clock in the morning to get out, and he just wants to lay here all day and all night, so trying to keep him out of the sun and what have you. But yeah, it's done him good. So we're going to have a cup of coffee and get it back to the marina. Weather's changing tonight, a little bit of rain coming in tomorrow, so we're going to get back home and ordering parts, ordering timber and doing woodwork at home. So I'll see you in the next one. Ta-da.